Both teams will be looking at who can make the most stacks, who can farm them quicker, who can get to a timing first to start running over their opponent.
Anybody in particular that you like more here? Because it seems pretty even here.
I think I like Secret a tiny bit more. Same
okay.
thing, like very, very small this summer. I like Liquid's a little bit more last game, but I think this Razor is the changer for me. I think Razor is one that I really wanted to see it in these type of games when I'm just seeing these like super carries.
Yeah. And
I think it actually does have its thing. And IO Gyro, they're both cores, so it does make it's not going to be them like tethered up and maybe
when they're 25 fogged.
I mean, that's
play for late game.
Play for late game.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Seems like we're gonna have a little bit of a stable laning phase and then some maybe explosive mid-game fights. I hope so at least, and I know our commentary team is hoping that as well. It is Cat and Kyle for game 3.
Yeah, certainly. We saw such a fun game 1, and then game 2 very lopsided. A Liquid game 2, I guess. It's really very rapidly becoming a mantra for them.
I don't even know what to say about it. Maybe just pull out a pocket strat or something next time, because the standard stuff is certainly not working out. And this draft is bordering. It's definitely weird, not quite criminally insane, but it's close, because we have a Sumail mid Gyro, a first 2 LC, and they picked Wisp into Wyvern.
30 seconds to battle.
Well, everyone's gonna spam out some lines. Okay, so I want to tackle the first one. First 2 LC. It's been very successful in China for Aster in particular, who is looks to be the top dog of this season. True. Why do you not like first 1-2 Legion Commander?
It's good as a counter to the mag.
The battle begins.
I like it a lot more now that I see Koifa is rushing Soul Ring, which is, I believe, the way to play the hero. I think he'll probably be maxing his W as well. So the name of the game is going to just be Heal Meche. I'm just not sure the hero Wisp does enough damage post-nerf, even with the Ags and the whole itemization that we've seen.
No, well, he does have Gyrocopter that kind of fills that damage hole, right? It's like, Gyrocopter's just pure damage.
Sure, but he's really not a great matchup against Wraith King nor Razor. Yeah. So it's just not a great game for Sumail's hero.
I will take you up on that argument of, because you don't, like, he's not a good hero against Wraith King because Gyrocopter is very much like a pretty burst-heavy hero, right? And like Wraith King survivable. But with IO Gyrocopter, you are actually really good at extended, long, drawn-out fights, right? With Aghanim Scepter and all the heals that you get from Lifesteal.
No, that's a good point. Like, Secret's lineup, they've got the Wyvern ulti, the RP, the Link, the Shackle, etc. It's going to be all about finding burst kills, whereas Liquid's lineup is built all around survival. Wisp Gyro, they never run out of damage. They just have to stay alive, and the whole lineup is sort of built around that concept. And
that's a really good line when you're being chased by the Gyro Rocket.
we're gonna. Can you use, so if you were to buy like all the team's pennants, can you use as many voice lines as you want, or is it one team at a time?
No, it still has the normal chat wheel rules where you're only going to be able to spam 2 at a time before there's a cooldown.
No, but how many do you have access to? If you bought
you have access to all of them, yeah. You just put them into your chat wheel.
Huh.
Taiga is very fire. He's good. He's good. But yeah, I particularly like the comment. Somebody said OG's next play is going to be using team chat lines against teams. You know, you're playing against Liquid, you just take all of their lines. Start spamming it against them.
Yeah. I don't know how many of the community members could afford to do that, but I know OG can definitely make sure to buy every single team's max package.
Yeah, there's probably a reason why we didn't see any chat wheel lines in the lower division.
No. It's, psychological warfare is a rich man's game. And let's see here. So, laning phase probably going to be relatively even across the board. It's pretty tough to find kills with Wisp Abaddon.
Yeah.
Same goes for Wyvern Wraith King, although they did almost find Taiga. Mid lane is the one I'm zoned in on, and this is the thing. You last picked Gyro, you sent him mid. Check out the net worth. This CS is just not good.
This is risky from Sumail. He's going to turn around actually with the creep wave. He had Rocket Barrage going, thought he could maybe catch Nisha there, but just outmaneuvered him with the 1 level of the passive like that. That's kind of nice. What you doing back here, Insania?
And like, I don't want to take anything away from Nisha here, but you know, Sumel's one of the better mid players in the world. And if this matchup is so poor, he's 5-3 against 8-12. You gotta question whether that was the right last pick for your win condition.
Yeah.
It's just very troubling whenever you see a hero, because mid lane, we've heard multiple players speak about it, no one...
From the first 2 or 3 creep waves that, as a result, his bottle is so incredibly delayed. Sumel's gonna have to make the long walk back to base. Oof, Insania, oh, they dove the tower again? How do they keep finding themselves back here? I can only assume it's some good skewers from Zai.
I figured. Man, no matter what, our TZ always finds a way to make it back into EU. And I wanted to check out top. Koifa went for the build that I like to see. Typically we see 0-2-1, but I actually like this in this spot because you're just hitting the Wraith King in the face. We'll probably see him put an extra point W. This is how to play Legion Commander. As soon as you have level 2 W, it's free. Soul Ring, W, attack the enemy. And Wraith King, typically one of the harder heroes to trade hits with, cannot do so against Koifa's LC. Which won't be possible, even getting the Orb of Venom for better trading. And then Taiga, Blightstone, and the minus armor, they're actually going to be able to apply some pretty heavy pressure up top to this Wraith King with levels.
You know, when you caster somebody long enough, you get used to like some of their points, and that is the first one I've certainly gotten used to. You, Kai, I know you love whatever the Legion Commander picks gets picked up. If anybody does anything other than Soul Ring and maxing out W, Kyle's gonna have a problem.
I will have a problem. I watch good players, okay, play Legion Commander. Ice, 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 every single game. This is how he plays it, okay? It is universally the way to play the lane. If you're not doing it, you're doing it wrong. I can stand for 2 points in queue. Maybe. In specific scenarios, 1 is typically the most you'll allow. And yeah, Koifa wins 0-2-2. Another very fine gentleman, an excellent player, a scholar. Love to see it. Love to see Liquid ahead in the lanes, but mid is still pretty much a disaster. Taiga's come over to maybe try and help out. You do threaten kills with the rocket into Q combo onto Nisha, but he's a little too wise to that, and he already rotated out.
I'd be a bit afraid of Nisha turning around on them with the 3 levels that he's got on the static link, and now his ultimate up. They're gonna start going for it, but yeah, he's already gained enough damage. They gotta get out of here. Where's the cookie to bail out Sumail? Nisha doesn't want to dive just yet. Perhaps aware that Taiga may be lurking there in the trees. Sumail on his 2nd trip back to the base.
There's just nothing you can do in this lane. I really love the way Nisha built here. That 1 point aura is now... Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not dead.
Tower is under attack.
Nisha can try and catch up with him. Yapser certainly will. One run, 1 hit, 2 hits, that'll be enough.
The link damage faded, but oh, hang on, this could be... No.
The rocket's coming in. He's
no damage.
Second round of rocket barrage. Is that going to be enough magic damage? Oh, he got out of the way. He got out of vision for a second. Koifa's going to come in. And one swing and he gets him. Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Nice deny on the bounty rune. Well played.
Koifa had 0 points in Q, right? So if he doesn't get that kill and they somehow turn around, I would have had to quit. That would have been too much of a caster's curse. But they do get the smack. Very, very fortunate, because if you don't get something out of that, it would be quite grim. And poor Sumail, he just doesn't really have an answer to being ran at. Oh, whoa! Yep, so he canceled his auto attack. Should have denied the rune, but misclicked or something.
Unfortunate.
Maybe he didn't see him and thought that there was no threat? Not sure.
I'm hoping that William will forgive me for this. So Blitz told me that apparently Sumail said that if I lose the lane, I will play 20 pubs per day till the next official.
Oh. Well, I am sorry to say, Sumail, if you end up watching this VOD, you didn't just lose this lane, you got thoroughly thrashed. And I know you might claim matchup, but, you know, can a king, are you a king if you make excuses? I thought you were responsible. You're lord of your land. Whatever goes down on your turf, that's you.
Yeah. 2-1 Secret holding a slight net worth lead here in a critical game 3 for both of these. Liquid on the upside for them. They get this victory. They still have a chance to be able to tie with Alliance and potentially take away first place from them and go automatically into the playoffs. On the other side, Team Secret, is kind of in danger of being relegated, as weird as that sounds to say. They have not been doing so hot in the second season of DPC after they were completely dominant in season 1. Rotation coming in, big smoke bang, but Nisha, they're going to catch him just inside of the AoE, but a shackle shot delays out the duel to finally get it off, and it is still a win for Koipa.
That was huge. What? There's the Snapfire. Like, we see now why this hero is being first picked by both of these teams. Great body blocking by Tiger.
Yeah, that was sick. Now Sumail's full health with a full bottle.
It's a combo. It's the laning prowess, the kill threat that Cookie is providing, but the minus armor represents so much damage amplification. 5 minus from the little shredder. The Blightstone makes it 7. That's a Deso. He's walking around with a Deso. It's 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, no, that minus armor has been super fearsome. Then we've seen how good the Cookie is to be able to assist. The Sven from last game, nice gank here from Nisha, but they already blew their stun.
Man, the healing from the press the attack level 3.
Oh my goodness, Kyle. And it's
Unbelievable.
free if you use Soul Ring.
He didn't need to there because he was trying to escape, but yes, the stick into the W. Wow, such sustain, much wow. Gyrocopter now might be able to get a rocket onto Nisha.
Oh no!
It's Insania.
You turned the wrong direction. Maybe it's for the best. The TP was already coming in from the Winter Wyvern. Meanwhile, we haven't checked in on Mickey for a while. He's not quite keeping up with the Wraith King, but he's doing all right for himself.
You got the best creep for farming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pop the Soul Ring, give mana to the creep, and spam lightning.
Oh, that's
Look at that.
interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about the mana regen aspect. Giving the creep, that's cool.
Yeah, because it was nerfed in the past. You can't get like so many free lightnings off.
Yeah,
now
it used to be you could cast it like 8 times or something.
because it's a 4-second cooldown. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous amount of damage. It's a max level Zeus chain lightning.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as a result, he is actually kind of keeping up with a Wraith King who I would expect you to naturally out-farm an IO, just because you got skeletons, you have like ways to be able to... Oh, Nisha, this is troublesome. Sumail's gonna catch up to him. Rocket Barrage until he's knocked out of the air. Yapzor hits him with a powerful shot there. Insania is going to be run down as well after getting skewered back to the tier 1 tower. Doesn't work anymore. 3 to 4.
Just testing you.
Yeah, it's a good test. Good test. It was a nice pop quiz. Middle of the team fight. Pop quiz.
Hey, it's what you least expect. Mickey, yeah, he's just smart. This game is going to be more slow paced, folks. You got a Wraith King on one end, Liquid, their timing, no, maybe slow pace isn't the right term. In theory, that item right there just queued it up on Mickey. Aghanims will change things. Cookie away.
They're going to wait this time to use the stun, but the Mortimer's Kisses are raining in. Insania does have the helping hand of the Aphotic Shield, if anything. They could have maybe gone for the duel, take away the first life, skewered back in. Insania still not level 6. Put into a nasty situation. Matama Man, they're still trying to take away that first life. They've got Sumail. Oh, nice RP. That's only on to 2 though, and they're gonna back away. So they didn't catch Mickey. The relocate's gonna run out fairly soon here, but the Cookie does stun up Yapzor. They're still painting, but Nisha, he's now leading Sumail like a dog. That's not good. All the damage being taken away, and Skewer to be able to stop the TV away from Taiga. Catches Sumail as well. Double kill for Nisha.
I was so sure Mickey was gonna take somebody away. Or Mickey was gonna, bring Sumail out of there, and then you see them kind of in no man's land. Like, wait a second, this is not where I want to be. We don't have numbers here. Secret doing a great job. Rule number 1, playing against a Wisp, always be ready to take a team fight as 5. They brought the entire squad, and they were ready for that. And oh my God, it's
I like that. Using the shockwave to cut down the trees, because getting these stacks, pulling that direction on that big an ancient stack is kind of hard.
Perfect timing, yep. And they know, okay, no, relocate. We got a bit of a window here, so time for Matsu to take this stack.
Bit of a DD as well.
This is something you never see. Wraith King with the quad ancient stack.
Oh, yeah.
12 minutes in, you typically can't farm these ancients at all, but with the benefit of Empower. And now an armlet, all right.
Don't stack ancients for a Wraith King, guys.
No.
He'll hate you. It literally becomes a camp he can't farm because of you.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The built-in Battle Fury, though, paying
Radiant's
dividends.
structures are fortified.
And now we'll see. Secret off to a pretty good start, but it's all about the Gyrocopter's game. And Sumail, the trouble with this hero, especially for the mid lane, you were hesitant about the pick for the same reason, I think. What do you do to catch up? You're all about fighting. You have to be strong. You have to be able to run at enemies. This hero was popularized by Havos, you know, for run in, divide. And if you're unable to do that, the hero just straight up feels underwhelming.
Ooh, Taiga. He was tempted to try and outplay YapzOr there. Throw out the Mortimer's Kisses. I mean, that would strictly be a game of juking and judgment at that point in time.
Oh, this is wild. So Koifa, he rushed a Blink Dagger. You don't see this very often.
Okay.
Typically, there's a Blade Mail. I'm a big fan of Armlet. That's what I saw Ice buying as well. But the Blink Rush is interesting in this sort of game because he's their only initiation. Right now, they're behind. How do they get back into this? Maybe some reload setups. A Blink duel on almost any core. If, let's say, you had a Snap or a Gyro there, Wisp comes in, that's going to be a kill, almost certainly. So
right.
it forces Secret to be a little less greedy because otherwise, you know, right here, Koifa's going to go for it.
And they've got some real damage to pump into it as well, whether it's a relocate, which we're going to see here. Not quite good enough, though. The relocate comes a little bit too delayed. Koifa goes for the TP out. Puppey is, well, he doesn't have the mana for Winter's Curse, so Mickey and Insania will both make it out as well. They managed to force a heavy rotation from Secret, and look at them, they're immediately trying to poke at mid as a result of this.
It's the way you got to play it. Both teams really playing this strategy. It took a little while. Game 1, very sloppy. Game 2, bit of a disaster for Liquid. Game 3, both these squads are certainly on point. Liquid have to make plays. The relocate nerf, of course, makes it take a lot longer.
Yeah,
I kind of take back what I said about the pickle potential. You need to pre-relocate, it feels, for that to be successful. And Secret, like, they have the tools to respond. If the mag is off map, if the Wyvern is off map, the relocate might do you more harm than good.
Go for again, but this time around, the minus armor from Taiga. It feels like Snapfire very important for this.
Yes.
Mortimer's Kiss is an overwhelming amount of magic damage, and then the minus armor from Lil Shredder will help Koifa out a lot too. So
I think this is more what you're going to look to see. Mickey farming with himself and a creep. Abaddon trying to keep Sumail safe. But Taiga and Koifa, they have to hold hands because I think you've got it. The Snapfire is really the only true dual damage. He needs to be playing with Koifa. Secret, let's see, Matu, he went for the Desto build. I like this a lot. He's going to go Armlet into Desto, which is not like the pure farming build, but Radiance against all the sustain is pretty worthless. You need that hard burst damage, the ability to trade to go 1-to-1, basically making himself into the Sven from last game where nobody on Liquid would be able to then go toe-to-toe with him. Duel becomes very dangerous for Koifa to cast, and it should enable him to be the hero dealing most physical damage on map for, in theory, this entire game.
Gotta go a little Cool J on him, right? Mama said knock you out. Just gotta go for that big old one-hit punch. We haven't been talking about Secret's strategy a ton here, more so on Liquid's, because theirs is very straightforward, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's Wraith King, like you're talking about, build up his damage. They've got mag, so he can empower farm. Like, it feels like a very relaxed and easy to execute game for them.
Hold one of the big spells to combo break Liquid's jump. Get a link on the gyro. Probably going to win the fight. Wraith King does all the damage you need. Maybe not as high numbers as we saw in the Sven, but certainly enough. And yeah, it's go time. They have the Desto, so they want to fight.
Blinks away. Tuma Man holding on to this stun as they now begin their assault on the tier 1 tower. Cold Embrace helping the creep wave tank for them.
So much damage.
Liquid need to find a way to respond to this. It's not like I don't think they're going to come up with the answer fast enough. Kyle, would you say that, do you still favor lineups even at this level of play that are easier to execute? Because that would be a difference, right? We've been talking about how does Liquid make this lineup work, basically. Oh, nice pick on YapzOr.
That's one way to get started. They gotta be cautious though. He's got a buyback, and they are being wrapped around on.
Yeah, Secret. They're not gonna give up this mid tower without a fight, I feel. Leading off, stun onto Mickey. He's got that Aghanim Scepter that you were talking about. A big power spike for Liquid here.
They don't have Zai because he's 10 gold now away from the Blink Dagger. If they can pick that up, they'll probably look to fight mid.
Oh yeah, this will be a huge surprise. Big opportunity here. But Liquid actually back down.
answer your question, I think easier to execute is almost always going to be more comfortable. The caveat is, do they need to win a near equal number of team fights to take the win? Because easy to execute is nice, but if you lose one fight and thus the game, it doesn't really seem that easy. In this case,
RP straight up, Zai. Skewers him back in. Shackle shot, that is so much damage. Look at Mule Scepter to be able to survive, and he gets off his ultimate. The Winter's Curse laid out, the Aponic Shield tanking as much as they can, but it looks like the damage is going to overwhelm him. Now Insania doesn't have its ultimate. The Cookie to try and bail out Koifa. Samael, now he's being tried and shackled to the other core of Koifa. It's a disaster for Liquid as they are going to lose 4 outside of their tier 2s. And look at Taiga, he's hoping that he can find a rebuttal here, but he will not.
Too much damage. They were not ready. Looked like, man, if Mickey just has anybody behind him as this begins, maybe he survives. The RP, multiple cleanses, nobody there to remove it. Here comes Sumel. He's actually the first one in the vicinity. Great heals from Nisha. He forces the ulti from Insania just to be able to try and get heals off, but you have the Wyvern as well. This is the danger. Liquid's whole lineup is gonna try and fight in this concentrated ball. That was the easiest 3-man curse you'll ever see. Another shackle from Yapzor, and that's 4 kills for nothing.
Yeah. Sick Winter's Curse. Great pickup against this lineup. And Liquid now really feels like they're against the ropes. 5,000 net worth lead for Team Secret. Oh no! Tried to blink in and catch Zai, but Shockwave catches him mid-blink, and he is not able to grab Zai as a result.
This is one of the dangers with LC. Big fan of the hero. I liked Koifa's build, but Brown Boots, Blink Blade Mail, you are running around, you're a duel, and that's about it. And hey, a Dispel, not bad, but we'll be
able to give that to Mickey. He's looking for the jump away, but again, the Winter's Curse is there to make sure, even as Mickey is barely looking for the escape, he is still overwhelmed by the big team fight. Secret looked to be able to chase for more, but Liquid are able to cover the rest of their heroes. But yeah, as we could see, that ward very important in Team Secret's in the confidence that they went for Mickey. They knew there was not a whole lot of heroes behind them.
It's a 5k gold lead, but you know, I will say, Liquid's course, more fortitude than I expected. Sumel is somehow on top of his team's net worth charts, which might actually be more of a problem for Liquid than you think about it, considering how terrible his lane went. And this is likely a free Roshan, considering the DD on Matu.
Yeah, that double damage cuts down this time by a lot. And as a result, Liquid just now respawning on the IO. He's going to TP to tier 2, but it's a bit too late. Mortimer's Kisses start going out. Koifa's already down to half health. And the Mortimer's Kisses are being shrugged off because they just don't have the levels on Liquid here. Oh, tempted to go for a skewer. Oh, Insania, that was 1,185 damage. He almost got one shot 21 minutes into the game.
Oh my, this is spooky. It's really reminiscent of that second game. Matu is just so damn strong. Like, if you get, oh no, the kiss caught.
Mule Scepter coming into play again. Fortunately, he's got another tether out.
That's the way that you would hope a fight would start for Liquid. Oh, not like this.
Start chunking away. Samael. Another big crit like that, and that would be the end of him. But Matumbaman did not have any follow-up disables. He was way out in front of his teammates.
It's a reverse of that first game. Liquid now, they want long fights.
Oh, nice catch with a turnaround here. The focus fire relocate in. May not be able to win the duel damage. Oh, they do. Barely. Decent pick off and punishing Yapzor for going for a greedy pick like that. They're looking to come back in. The relocate back and a TP in as well. Coming in from Koifa. Chasing after Matumbaman already being low. Hoping to be able to take away that first reincarnation, that first life. Koifa very low, as you said, with just the Blink Blade Mail. He's so squishy.
Yeah, they need longer fights. They want to just kite and bait Secret. They have 2 huge cooldowns, the RP and the Curse. You maybe consider Reincarnate as well. And in fact, consider Link a team fight winning spell. They need to kite them. They need to ensure that all damage is available on their gyro and their wrist, and then accept damage and just heal through it, dispel through it. 20 to 30 second engagements probably would go Liquid's way, but the trouble is, you catch an RP and a skewer away before anyone can react, that hero's probably just going to die to Matu. Yeah. He's 3,000 gold ahead of the game. He'll have AC, it looks like, complete soon. No, that's got to just be the Hyperstone he has queued up for now. see anything on
Radiant's
this
bottom
courier.
tower has fallen.
Now they're, I guess they already had the outpost from taking that mid tower, but they will further control this part of the map now that both the tier 2s are gone. And Liquid are just forced to take refuge inside of the Dire jungle.
Dire's top
But just
tower
remember,
is under
the way
attack.
that the Wisp lineup wins is much like we saw at TI. It's been nerfed since then, but the HP regen amplification from the Sun, that's going to be very helpful. You have the range on the spirits at level 20, plus 60 spirits hero damage. That is insane. It's an extra 3 levels represented in terms of damage output, and that's the win condition. Suddenly Secret, they can pummel all this damage in. Wisp peels through it, continues popping spirits.
Oh, didn't get the blink off in time because Matumba Man blinked on top of him and went for a hit with his sword rather than the attempted stun.
Ouch.
But yeah, we've talked in the past about experience-dependent lineups, and it almost feels like this is a downside of Liquid's because they didn't get the ball rolling early at all. Their Mortimer's Kisses has been level 1 for the longest time. I think Taiga just now getting his level 12. As you said, like this IO, very dependent on getting his levels to 15 and 20, but now he's only 16 and may just be dying again here. But fortunately, the Koki bought a lot of time. Insania gets him out there. You're back. He's going to be able to get the 2-man RP. And the Gyrocopter being ripped apart, being saved bit by Instania, but a beautiful shackle shot, trying to give him the tether option, but Mickey doesn't have it up for another 8 seconds. Now Instania, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that damage. BKB for Nisha as well. This is looking like Secret may call an early GG out of Liquid. As yeah, Winner's Curse, a solo one, so it's not going to last nearly as long, but it is enough for Zion to be able to get the skewer back in. Shackle shot beautifully set up. Secret are just kicking out all cylinders right now.
They start spamming their own voice line, an apt opportunity because that is kind of the feel right now. In fact, Instania is probably saying that exact line through voice comms to his team. And I understand now, Secret, they're using EG's voice lines and sprays, perhaps stealing some of the strategies too. Yapsor's Wind Ranger reminded me a little bit of crits. Some 6 shackles. I believe that was the 3rd or 4th time we've seen both cores caught together. And unfortunately for Liquid, they just don't have the sustain. A perfect reincarnate timing. The skewer back after the RP. And then you notice as soon as Matsu came up, he was empowered. So that's just a definition of an alley.
I like to think about it more as the natural cycle of life, you know, our TZ cycle from EG to Secret here, and just back in Secret in some form at least. Ready to go for a duel once again. Bit off the mark.
Really?
And they gotta, I feel like they almost gotta get out of here. Double damage picked up for the mag.
Really good shard he picked up, Koifa. Makes him very much a support Legion commander, but that BKB, oh no, Insania.
Zania just playing the front line, seeing if they can get a little information. Then Mortimer's Kisses starts throwing down, but they don't have any stuns off of that, so he's just hoping for damage at that point, and Yapsor easily finds where he's planted at the river, gets the kill on him. Winner's Curse to the stop Koifa's delay, but Samael, he's the one who's in real trouble right now. I'm not even sure, have they put Reincarnation on cooldown yet? Finally they do. Matumba Man loses the Reincarnation for like maybe the first time this game. It's just been crazy.
They can't fight. Liquid, their whole draft is based on being able to accept damage, and they're too far behind. So, you know, their lineup, their one stun is a blink and a duel. You can't really do that at this point because Secret, they're just too damn far ahead.
Alright guys, I know we probably
And
lost this game. Alright guys,
I don't want to say they've accepted it, but based on the spam, they may know the way that this game is going. Secret, fighting for survival. Likely going to be qualified to TI on points no matter what they do so far this season, but I can imagine they'd rather not have the shame of falling to Division 2 before they come over here rather, to Stockholm to play TI.
Certainly. And after all, like, you could use as much practice as you can get before TI itself, right? Nothing. DPC, you know, it's one thing. It's a very different beast. At least majors get a little bit closer to the pressure, the timeline of playing so many games, and fast period. Koifa with the shard pickup. It's another interesting idea that could have been able to help out this IO lineup and make it look really good. But Tubbaban is just a beast right now. The Sven, the Wraith King, it doesn't matter. He's just charging in. They're going to be able to take away the reincarnation without losing a hero just yet. But now Nisha's in with the BKB, Static Link, and the Winner's Curse on top. Koifa's going to be chased after by Tubbaban while Nisha deals with Sumail, challenging the opposing mid laner to a duel that is just all but unfair.
Did he just crit him so hard?
Yes.
I haven't seen that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's time to call it. That is nuts. I have not seen that in months. Absurd amount of damage. Well played by Team Secret. They may be down, but they're certainly not out.